Hello everyone, good day po. I'm Fiona Andre M. Salamat and it's Group 3 once again from 11 News Aristotle. So for today po, we're gonna tackle about the Shintoism. So we prepared an energizer po sana for you to answer. Pa-introduction lang po sana namin before we proceed sa mismong topic. So, sabi po dito sa Energizer, give an example of Filipino practices that show beliefs in unseen spirit. So, connected po ito sa ating topic na Shintoism dahil kilala po ang Shintoism bilang may paniniwala sa mga espiritu, especially yung mga hindi nakikita. Kahit kami na lang po yung mag-answer ng question na to give you insights. So, pwede po nating i-example yung pagbabanggit po natin ng mga phrases na tabi-tabi po for our protection against the evil spirit. So, let's proceed na po sa ating pinaka-main topic which is yung Shintoism. Ano nga ba ang Shintoism? Paano or bakit kaya ito naiiba sa ibang mga paniniwala? Okay, so Shintoism is a Japanese devotion to spiritual beings and powers, focusing on Japan and not seeking missionary activities. It believes humans are good and has no original sin, and has no known founder or God. Okay, based daw po sa text, ang Shintoism daw ay isang debosyon o religious worship sa mga espiritual na bagay o yung mga pinaniniwalaan nilang may kapangyarihan to control them. Kapag sinabi naman po nating not seeking for missionary activities, mas pinagpupurusan po nila yung pagiging in touch sa kami kesa sa paghihikayat na sumama sa kanilang paniniwala. Kumbaga, wala po silang preachers or missionaries. Pag sinabi po nilang kami, ito po yung mga pinaniniwalaan nilang mga espiritu or mythological well-beings. Kami include the gods that created the universe, but can also include the spirits that inhabit many living beings. Lastly, unlike Christianity or Buddhism, Shintoism has no official founder or sacred text, kaya ang Shintoism ay mas makikita bilang more of way of life than a religion. Kapag sinabi po kasi nating way of life, ito po yung pagtuturo ng daan sa tamang pattern po ng behavior ng isang tao. Naintindihan po ba? So ayun, pinaniniwalaan din nila na ang mga tao daw ay may kabutihan at walang orihinal na kasalanan. Okay, for the next slide, we have the Itsukushima Hinja Shinto Shrine. Located on the island of Itsukushima, is renowned for its floating torii gate. So, itong place daw po ay mayroon tayong makikita na torii gate, which is very familiar naman po sa atin since siguro some of you ay nakakakita ng mga ganyang klaseng gate sa mga palabas, especially sa mga anime. Ang torii gate po or yung sacred symbol of Shintoism, iyan po ang pinaniniwalaan nilang entrance papunta sa Shinto Shrine, but sometimes pinaniniwalaan din daw po itong lagusan or portal ng mga gods and goddesses. Ito daw ay kadalasang gawa sa kahoy or bato, at kapag nakakakita daw po tayo ng ganyang mga torii gate anywhere, it means we should give respect to it kasi super sacred po ng mga lugar na kinatatayuan nito, especially po yung Itsukushima Shrine. May mga posibleng spirits daw po kasing naniniraan doon. Okay, so since Shintoism is the main religion in Japan, napakasikat nung place na Itsukushima Shrine dahil nga sa torii gate na nandoon. Ang mga Japanese daw ay naniniwala sa kami, gaya nga ng sinabi ko kanina, ito yung mga spirits found in nature na gumagabay sa kanilang buhay upang magkaroon sila ng kasaganahan or tagumpay at swerte para magkaroon sila ng magandang buhay. Bilang kapalit, nagpapakita or nagpe-perform sila ng mga taos-pusong ritual to appease the spirits. Mas pinagfo-focusan nila yung purification or yung paglilinis ng kasalanan at mga ancestral worship or mga worship ng kanilang mga ninuno. To move forward, this Shintoism or Japan's ethnic religion coexists with or kasama daw mag-evolve ng Buddhism and Confucianism. Many Japanese perform Shinto rituals without identifying as Shintoist. Nagpapakita daw sila ng rituals kahit hindi nila alam na sila ay mga Shintoist. Around 50 to 80% worship kami at shrines. Shinto also influences Buddhism, Confucianism, and Taoism and syncretism, or the combination of different forms of belief or practice. Okay, so let's move forward sa ating historical background na i-explain naman po ni Rhea B. Esparago.
Dumako naman tayo ngayon sa historical background. Ang Shintoism ay sadyang may mahabang kwento o history na nagsisimula sa agricultural affairs during the prehistoric period. Mamaya ikakwento ko sa inyo yung creation or yung story of creation. Nakapaloob dito ang dalawang deity na si Izanagi and Izanami who created the sun, and Tsukiyomi no Mikoto and Susanoo no Mikoto. Nakapasaloob din sa Chronicles of Japan or tinatawag nating Nihongi ang creation ng three great kami of the upper air. Sabi daw dito, si Izanagi no Mikoto ay nanggaling sa lower world. Ito yung time na he felt lonely kasi namatay ang kanyang asawa na si Izanami. Nung bibisitahin niya si Izanami sa Land of the Dead, nakita niya yung asawa niya as a decaying corpse. So, nandiri si Izanagi sa nakita niya. Kaya't umalis si Izanagi dun sa lower world. Nagalit si Izanami sa naging reaction ni Izanagi. And later on, nung naka-escape siya, nag-regret naman si Izanagi sa nagawa niya. Kaya naman ipinurify niya yung kanyang sarili. By cleansing himself, it resulted on the birth of the deities. When he washed his left eye, Amaterasu was born, or the sun goddess. And his right eye naman, Tsukuyomi, or the moon god, was born. And from his nose, Susanoo, the storm god, emerges. And as I said earlier, these are the three great kamis that played an important role in Shinto mythology. Amaterasu is the sun goddess. She is considered as the ancestor of the Japanese imperial family. She ruled over Takamagahara and Izumo, where she subdued rebels and gave the sword to Amaterasu. Okuninushi no Mikoto succeeded him and taught medicine. Amaterasu instructed Okuni to give up the land, leading the great shrine of Izumo. Her grandson Ninigi no Mikoto was chosen to rule Japan, and he was granted the Yata Mirror, clustering cloud sword, and Yasaka curved jewels. Considered as the three sacred treasures, the Yata Mirror represents wisdom or honesty, reflecting the truth. Kusanagi sword or the clustering cloud sword symbolizes valor and strength. The Yasanaki no Magatama or the curved jewels represents benevolence and kindness. These three sacred treasures are symbols of Ninigo no Mikoto or Amaterasu's grandson's divine right to rule. And then after that, Ninigino and his descendants made Hyuga their capital, which was one of the first areas of Japan to be settled and developed. After prehistoric periods, kami became associated with ruling clans known as Uji, and Amaterasu, a Yamato clan, became the imperial households of Japan. Indigenous festivals became integral to government affairs. The term Matsuri Goto originally referred to religious festivals, but it now primarily refers to the government. Matsuri Goto with the word Matsuri, which means festival or ritual, and Goto, which refers to matters or affairs. Matsuri Goto was also considered essential for the prosperity and stability of the country. Shinto, derived from Shantao or Shandao, refers to the Japanese way of the gods, a term first used in Nihongi and Kojiki to differentiate it from Butsudo, a term coined during the 6th century Buddhism introduction. According to my study, many practice Shinto alongside Buddhism without any contradiction. Many Japanese believe that kami or transformations of Buddha symbolizes the fusion of Buddhism and Shinto in Japan, despite the introduction of Confucianism and Buddhism during Prince Shotoku's reign. Buddhism gradually absorbed Shintoism and local folk religions. Shintoism, a religion originating from Japan, merged with Buddhism during the Meiji Restoration, becoming the official state religion despite being abolished after Japan's defeat in 1945. Its followers grew, reaching 80 million. Shinto gods were considered Buddha protectors and temple shrines were established. Some people in Japan are born as Shinto and die as Buddhists. According to the CIA Religions Entry of Japan, Shintoism are 70.4% and Buddhism are 69.8%. And as you can see, it exceeds the total of 100%. And as I said earlier, Japanese people practice Shinto alongside Buddhism. They are born as Shinto and die as a Buddhist. Because Shinto focuses on earthly life, includes rite of passage, and building a sense of community, asks blessings. However, Buddhist handles funerary rites and prepares the people for the afterlife and beyond.
Okay, so let's move forward naman po sa ating sacred scriptures ng Shintoism to be led by Lance Cleotes.
Dito na po tayo sa sacred scriptures which is the Kojiki and Nihongi. Pero ano po, trivia lang po, hindi lahat about Shinto yung nilalaman ito. Meron din po text about Confucianism and Buddhism. Kami Izanami and Izanagi created the earthly realm, this heavenly duo stirred the ocean with the spirit and the soul. They populated the world with all the sorts of kami and natural phenomena, including their three noble children, the sun goddess Amaterasu, and the moon god Chokoyomi, and Susano, the storm god. Ang kami po is spirit and para siyang deities or mga kami, pwede siyang maging wind, thunder, lions, and etc. Kojiki and Nihongi political in a sense of nakapag-establish po ng authority ang ilang family sa Japan, including the supremacy of Yamato's family, pero moral rin naman po in a sense na pinawag ito relationship between the kami and the people. So sa Kojiki po consists of 3 books. The first one is all about alamat during the age of kami. Then second and third were about the imperial family hanggang sa mamatay ang kanilang third ruler na si Empress Siko. Makikita rin dito ang establishment of 3 orders, namely establishment of orders and the universe, establishment of the order of humanity, and the establishment of the order of history. Sa Nihongi naman po or Nihon Shoki, nakasuot dito ang mga records ng Yamato rulers of Japan. From the gods, medyo political ang purpose nito with folklore and myths. Pinaniniwalaan na natapos ito around 720 CE at naging malaking sangkap sa Yamato rulers.
Okay, so kung meron tayong sacred scriptures, meron din silang worship and observances to be led by Frances Fiona C. de la Cruz.
Worship and observances. In Shintoism po kasi wala silang required na weekly service. Pumupunta lang sila kapag free time nila. Sa shrine din ginagawa ang mga importanteng rituals dahil naniniwala sila na dito sila nakakapag-connect or communicate sa mga kami or spirits. Dati po kasi ang mga shrine sa kanila is yung mga normal lang na bagay tulad ng mountains, rivers, trees, and rocks. Then later on po, ginawa talaga ang shrine for the deity. Para sa mga Shintoism po kasi, ang pagkakaroon ng rituals sa shrine ay nakapagbigay sa kanila ng blessings na nanggagaling mismo sa kami or the spirits. So, ang Shintoism po kasi is isang religion kung saan yung mga tao or Japanese people is nagbibisit ng shrine para sa kanilang convenience or performing ng rites or ceremonies na kanilang pinaniwalaan is a place of residence ng kami or the spirits. Yung mga shrines na to is madalas nagawa sa wooden structure para ma-express yung Shintoism's profound veneration. Yung pag-perform ng mga rituals na to is kanilang pinaniwalaan na nagbibigay sa kanila ng blessings or ng protection na galing kay kami mismo or the spirits. Ano-ano nga ba yung mga rituals na ito? So the first one is the Hatsumiya Mairi or the first shrine visit, kung saan dinadala ang mga newborn children by their grandmother dahil hindi pwede ang nanay dahil they are considered to be impure from childbirth. Dinadala ang mga newborns sa shrine para manghingi ng protection sa mga spirit. Madalas na nangyayari ang ritual sa second day after birth for a boy and the third day naman para sa mga girl. Second naman is a Chichigo-san or the 753. Ito naman ang festival na ginangyayari every 15th ng November kung saan pumupunta ang mga boys with the age of 5 and the girls with the age of 3 and 7. Binibisita nila ang shrine para magbigay ng pasalamat sa protection na binibigay ng kami sa kanila and para magdasal ng healthy growth nila. Next naman is the Adults Day or the Serenchiki. Kung ang Chichigosan is every November 15, ito naman is every 15th of January. Nangyari ito dahil ang mga tao na nag-20th birthday the previous year is nagbibisita ng shrine para magbigay ng pasalamat sa kami. Bakit nga ba 20? Dahil 20 is the legal age ng mga adulthood in Japan. And fourthly is the wedding rites, patterned after the wedding of Crown Prince Yoshihito and Princess Sado in 1900s. Sa wedding rites naman, mayroong Shinto priest na nagko-conduct ng ceremony. Then that ceremony is only visited by the close family members and friends ng couple. Sa ceremony na to, the couple is purified, then they drink a little bit of sake and the groom reads the words of commitment. At the end of the ceremony, mayroong symbolic offerings na binibigay sa kami or the spirits. And lastly is the funeral rites. So, ang funeral rites ay something na consider nila as impure. Hindi sila ganoon ka-fan ng funeral rites. Karamihan sa Japanese rites ay ang mga Buddhist. Ang tawag naman sa Shintoism ay sosai. So, Shinto funerals, when they occur, are called sosai. And they are largely developed from Buddhist funeral rites. The funerals are usually conducted by lay people, not priests. Because nga yung pagkontak sa mga dead would be too polluting for the priests and they do not take place in shrines. Next one is the misogi, which is an ancient Japanese ceremony na ini-involve ang family members by washing their bodies in a purification way after ng mga funerals. Then the purification rites include a private water with salt purification, harai exorcism, and imi abstention. Yung private purification is nag-cleansing the body of the minor contamination. Ang harai exorcism naman is nag-involve ng expulsion of evil spirits. While yung ami abstention is nag-prevent ng self-indulgence against sa mga impurity. After ng purification na yun, yung mga participants is nag-engage in offering and dedication rituals by offering food, music, and dance to the deities. The most crucial part is yung prayer. Whether yun maging praise para sa kami or protection request or life blessings. Ngayon naman ay pupunta tayo sa types of worship. So, merong 4 na type ng Shintoist worship in kami. First, at home, at Shinto shrines, magical charms and amulets, and the seasonal festivals. First is at home, which is called Kamidana. So, yung mga Shintoists is nagpe-place sila ng small altar sa loob ng kanilang bahay para sa mga rituals katulad ng purification, offering, clapping hands to kami, and offering prayers. Kung hindi sila makapunta sa shrine, doon sila magagawa ng kanilang ritual kung saan makakipag-connect sila sa kami. Next one is at Shinto shrine. Ceremonial worship, also known as visiting a Shinto shrine, involves detaching worshippers from their ordinary environment, symbolizing reverence for kami through tied ropes on revered trees. So, pag nag-visit ka ng shrine, we should involve yung best behavior natin or respectful behavior. And rinsing hands and mouth with water and spitting it beside the fountain, with prohibition for sick, wounded, or mourning individuals. And we should avoid yung direct water transfer or yung pag-swallow ng mga ito. So when we visit kayong shrine, during the offering, we throw a coin, bow twice, clap hand twice, bow again, use the gong, and pray for a while. Ito yung ginagawa natin para ma-attract yung attention ni Kami if you want to get his attention. So yun nga, ulit lang. During the offering, we should draw a coin, bow twice, clap hands twice, bow again, use the gong, and pray for a while para nga ma-attract ang attention ng Kami. So nga pa nag-visit ka ng shrine, you should be on your respectable behavior para maiwasan yung pagkakaroon ng sakit, sugat, or yung mourning. And you should rinse your hands and mouths with water from the purification fountain. And you should avoid direct transfer or swallowing. And prohibition exists for the impure individuals. Tulad ng kanina ko sinasabi, shrine visits are required to be respectable behavior para maiwasan yung sakit, sugat, or yung pagmumura ng individual. Hand and mouth should be rinsed with water from a purification fountain with prohibitions for impure individuals. And next is the magical charms and amulets. So, yung mga Shintoists nga is nag-worship ng kami sa shrines. And meron dong mga charm and amulets na binibenta for protection and magic. Dinadala nila yon kung saan as a personal amulets and to guard their homes with magical charms and talismanic symbols. So, Japanese charms are also known as mamori or shimpu. They are believed to be protection and can include various objects. So, shimpu or god tickets are obtained at Shinto shrines and nasasuot sila in a specifically constructed charm bag na nagdadala ng mga supervision of a deity or protection. So, ang shimpu or the god tickets or sacred tickets is another term for charms and amulet. It is a term they use to refer to the magical religious obtained at the Shinto shrines, and charms can be or may be made of wood, paper, and other materials. Yung charm kasi, pwede siya maging served in many specific purposes. Pwede siya maging by fulfilling a lover's wish or expelling intestinal worms. Yung mga domestic charm na medyo malalaki in size and form, sila yung mga pinaniwalaan na nag-bless ng kami and nag-serve as material manifestation na nag-guide sa atin or nagbibigay ng blessings or ng protection. And lastly is the seasonal festival. So Japan hosts numerous matsuri. Matsuri is festival and annual celebration of shrine, kami, or seasonal events. Madalas na tumatagal ito ng ilang mga araw. Yung mga festival na to can be serene or lively, with people playing drums and flutes during the parades. The next one is the Great Purification Festival in Japan. Sinaselebrate ito sa shrine every June and December. Ini-involve ito ng mga people with rubbing paper dolls on their bodies to symbolize impurities, with priests discarding the dolls. The next one is the New Year Festival in Japan. The most expensive, the most over the top, the most extravagant begins on January 1st and lasts several days. During the vacation, mayroong mga visitors na nagbibisit ng shrine and Buddhist temples. And on January 7, a banquet marks the start of the new year.
Okay, so let's proceed na po sa ating beliefs and doctrines.
So dumako naman po tayo sa beliefs and doctrines. Sabi po dito, mahirap raw pong ipaliwanag ang kami, sabi rin ng mga Japanese. Pero according sa Japanese scholar na si Motori Norinaga, para sa kanya raw po, isa sa bawat village o bawat pamilya ay pwedeng magkaroon ng kami. Even mga kidlat or mga kulog ay pwedeng tawagin kami kahit mga animals like tigers and lions. Tapos meron pa silang concept of purity and concept of death. Meron silang concept ng Yaoyorozu no Kami or 800 myriads of kami. Ang ilan sa kanila ay may mga pinaniniwalaang deities lang ng ibang clan. Pero kalaunan ay naging deity na rin ng ilang communities. Unlike other religions, walang distinction ng tama at kung anong mali sa kanila. Pero mahalaga sa kanila ang concept ng purity gaya ng babaeng may dalaw ay considered na impure. Gayon din ang nanay na bagong panganak at babaeng may period. May tinatawag po silang taya or menstruation house in Japan for girls na may period or yung babaeng bagong panganak kung saan ay walang bumibisita or bawal ang pagbisita ng mga kalalakihan. Kapag ikaw rin ay may leprosy or sakit sa balat and tinamaan ng kidlat, ito rin ay kasalanan. Gayon din kapag ikaw ay nakagat ng lamok, considered ito as kasalanan and need mong magbigay ng offering sa deities if ikaw po ay nagkasala. And sa concept of death naman po, for them, ang death daw po ang pinaka-worst impurity para sa Shintoism. Kapag daw ang tao ay namatay, ang bangkay nito ang pinaka-impure na bangkay sa buong universe. Mayroon silang mga bating ceremony kung saan ang pamilya ng namatayan ay naliligo sa ilog. They also believe na hindi gusto ng mga spirits ang death o ang kamatayan. Kaya kung may physical contact ka sa taong namatay, hindi ka pwedeng pumunta sa kanilang mga shrines ng 30 days. And kapag ikaw naman po ay may bagong panganak, di ka pwedeng pumunta sa shrine ng 7 days. At kapag ikaw naman po ay may contact sa patay na domestic animal, di ka po pwedeng pumunta ng shrine ng 5 days. Even yung mga nalaglagan ng anak within 4 months na buntis, hindi rin po pwedeng pumunta sa shrine. Kahit ang pag-mention ng death sa Great Shrine of Aiso and Kamo Shrine in Kyoto ay tabu para sa kanila ito. According to Shintoism or Shinto, hindi pa rin dapat katakutan ng kamatayan dahil para sa kanila ay ang death ay continuation of life sa world of darkness na kung saan ay pwedeng bisitahin ng mga patay ang mga buhay every Shinto festival.
So, for our last sport, the selected issues to be led by Baby Sunshine A. Badiles.
Ang Shintoism ay kasamang nakilala ang iba pang mga religion o relihiyon ng panahon sa Japan. So, nakuha ng Shintoism yung system of ethics tsaka yung the value of ancestor worship sa Confucianism. At nakuha naman nila sa Buddhism yung concept ng afterlife. So, kilala sila as mapagmahal sa kanilang bansa. Actually, mataas yung tingin nila sa kanilang bansa dahil naniniwala sila na yung kanilang mga leader or tinatawag na ruler is galing nga sa langit. So, trivia lang, parang parehas ng concept sa dating leader ng North Korea na si Kim Jong-il. Parang parehas sila ng concept dahil yung North Korea din is naniniwala na noong pinanganak si Kim Jong-il, nagkaroon daw ng double rainbow at may nakita raw silang bagong bituin na lumiwanag all over the place nung pinanganak siya. So, going back, according sa libro and sa internet na nabasa ko or na-search ko, tinanggal noon ng Japanese government sa history yung mga textbooks. So, yung mga violence na ginawa ng Japanese soldier noon sa mga Filipinos and Chinese para hindi magbago yung tingin ng mga kabataan or mga teenagers sa kanilang bansa. So, ayun, parang tinanggal nila yung textbooks. Kasi nga, ayun, gusto nila parang maganda yung perspective ng ibang mga tao sa kanilang bansa. So, example sa historical event noong inatake ng mga Mongols yung Japan in the 13th century. So according sa kanila, nanalo yung Japanese over Mongols dahil sa tulong ng mga spirits, particularly yung The Great Kami of Divine Winds or Kamikaze. So napaalis noon yung mga Mongols. And ito yung passage according to Hiroshi Kurita.
Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching and listening. If may questions po, free to DM us. Thank you!